Where has boxing's rumble gone? Bring back Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. November 2012 by Stephen P. Schwartz and Glenn Adams. We owe it to our children and country to leave things better. On the eve of electing a new president, that message is loud and clear. So what the hell happened to the sport of boxing? Boxing was woven into the mainstream sports fabric of the world. In the radio days and the early days of television, family and friends would gather for the epic blow-by-blow battles of the modern-day gladiators, hinged on the word picture painted by Don Dunphy. Dunphy's words were forever etched in boxing history in June of 1941 during the infamous Joe Louis-Billy Conn fight, when he cried out, "He's badly hurt, but he won't go down." We learned about the heart strength and tenacity of legends such as Jack Dempsey, Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Jake LaMotta. These were the forefathers who left boxing in a better place. The turbulent 60s was a historically challenging period, and boxing rode in stride. Cassius Clay became Muhammad Ali. His epic battles with Joe Frazier galvanized the world. Were you for Ali or for Frazier? Pick your champion and be ready to defend his honor. Frazier was a classic boxer from a bygone era who featured a jaw-crunching left hook, and Ali floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. The Ali-Frazier wars were historically memorable as upwards of 300 million people from around the world flocked to the local movie theaters to view the closed-circuit feed and pay upwards of $25 to be there. Ali-Frazier was a battle, a ballet, an opera. It was a tale that brought boxing to the top of the sports world and the world as we knew it. The supporting cast only added to the greatness of the era. There was Sonny Liston, Ken Norton, Jerry Quarry, Jimmy Ellis, Chuck Wepner, and later on George Foreman and Larry Holmes, who proudly left their mark as well. And Howard Cosell's signature line left an indelible mark as he cried out, "Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!" in January of 1973 in Jamaica, when Foreman shocked the world and knocked down Frazier 5 times before the fight was stopped in the second round. The stench of boxing by unscrupulous managers and promoters always existed, but that stench became even more of a stranglehold when the money became obscene. From closed circuit, the fights went to Las Vegas and Atlantic City, and pay-per-view came on the scene. Don King and Bob Arum ruled the roost, and their enslavement of the top boxers allowed them to extort the casino hotels. The Hilton, Steve Wynn and the Mirage, the MGM Grand, Donald Trump and the Taj Mahal were all tripping over themselves, happy to put up multi-million-dollar purses as the crowds would flock to see Mike Tyson pummel his opponents. We were brought to the edge of our seats when ring announcer Michael Bufford would scream out, "Let's get ready to rumble!" And then it all came crashing down. Mike Tyson turned the sport on its ear by biting off a chunk of Evander Holyfield's ear in June of 1997 and turned boxing into a sick and sorry story that wasn't worth the time or attention of a disgusted public. While the purses have disappeared and the man on the street may see boxing as a corrupt joke between MMA fighting and the WWE, what are we to do to restore boxing to its roots and its humble beginnings? It's not the casinos and it's not the glitz. It's what made boxing great. It's the local gym in Flushing or Bed-Stuy who are taking troubled kids off the streets and giving them a chance and a purpose to make something of themselves. Visit the Academy of Boxing in Huntington, New York. Learn the story of Frankie G. and his wife, former women's boxing champion Kathy Wildcat Collins, who are one of the many slowly laying the bricks of boxing's new foundation. These are the new godfathers of the sport, cast in the likes of the guiding hands of Angelo Dundee, Cus D'Amato, and Eddie Futch. Go to school, train, and work for a chance. It's an opportunity to make something of their life. It's a chance to be a contender. It's a chance to live the real-life story of Rocky Balboa.